Um, good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about different two models, which is shareholder model and stakeholder model. Basically, I'll be talking about the major differences and major benefit of these two models, how the Sri Lankan companies have been adapted with these two different models. The shareholder model and stakeholder models are two different ways of thinking about the corporate governance. I'll explain about these two first. The stakeholder model says that company should mainly focus on making more profit to its owners or the shareholders, and it assumes that if the company increases returns for shareholders, the business and the wider economy will also get the required benefit. And at the same time, the stakeholder model takes a wider view compared to the narrow view of shareholder model. It will talk about the broader concept. Um, so it says the company leader should also think about the employees, the customers, their suppliers, local community, and also regulators. It is talk about the wider perspective. They talk about the each and every stakeholders of the business. So these groups also help the company to their success and can be affected uh, for the company's decisions as well. In the shareholder models, so basically decisions are usually judged by profit, cost reductions, dividend, shareholder value, and share price in the marketplace. Basically, directors are basically they try to make sure that the company invests money on the project that brings more money to the company, and they might be deprioritize the uh, less profit gaining activities. This often led to cost cutting, business restructuring, and also closing some low performing business projects and business sub businesses as well. However, many professionals say this approach may focus on too much on short term profit, and they tend to ignore people part. They might ignore training and development to the people, and also they might give less priority to social and governance, and especially the environment and the social well-being and the environment well-being. The stakeholder model is broader, and it encourages companies to balance the profit with employee benefit and welfare as well at the same time. And also they talk about the community support. So some business leaders believe that this helps companies become more trusted, more stable, and they say that it will provide long-term benefit to the organization. Now I'm going to talk about two different companies in Sri Lanka uh, which are using these two models separately, and how they look at these business models. I'll firstly I take John Keel's Holdings PLC, the largest conglomerate in Sri Lanka. They used to have a stakeholder model. They think about supporting and development of their employees and environment and community projects, while still caring about the financial results as well. So they in the stock market of Sri Lanka or the Colombo Stock Exchange, they are the most recognized company from decades. Still, they are used to manage this stakeholder model, and they are very reputed company in that space, and they have very reduced risk, and they have created the long-term value. A good shareholder model example in Sri Lanka is Ceylon Tobacco Company (PLC), one of the sister company of one of the largest cigarette manufacturer in the world, which is British American Tobacco PLC. In simple terms, so a company like CTC would be expected to make decisions that mainly improve profit, dividend returns, and share price. The main reason is their main reason to exist in the different countries is to produce more profit to their mother company, which is situated in UK. So they expect continuous profit growth, which is coming from the different end markets. So that means management may probably mostly focus about the efficiency, cost control, strong margins, and also strong investment which produce continuous money towards the company. So sometimes if the business unit is not performing well, the shareholder-oriented company, they will shut down the operations, because if you really look at the last 5-6 years, the British American Tobacco has shut it down. Many local entities, for one example, Myanmar, if because Myanmar was one of the key market in some time, but since the profit is very low, they have shut down the Myanmar operation. So likewise, these are two good examples in Sri Lanka to talk about uh, these two models, which is stakeholder model and the shareholder model. So I refer to few books to read about these two topics. One is Corporate Governance Matters by David Laxer and Brian Tyan. And also I read Corporate Governance, Economics Management and Financial Issues, edited by Kevin Kesey and Steve Thompson. And I also read few annual reports of Ceylon Tobacco Company PLC, and also few annual reports of John Hill's Holding PLC. And I hope this quick video explain about these two models and how these two models has been used by different organizations based on their different strategies. Thank you very much.